Hello there gorgeous gamers and welcome back to Pure Play TV, and we've got our review for Blue Fire, which has finally released on PS4. But is it any good? Should you buy it? Well, that's what this review is about, so watch on and find out. Blue Fire is an incredibly tough platformer that will definitely put your thumbs through their paces. Waking up in what looks like a glass stasis chamber with no clue as to what's going on, Blue Fire wastes no time in throwing you in at the deep end. No sooner have you escaped the glass canister, you're jumping around the dilapidated castle, cutting down enemies with your sword as you make your way from room to room in order to work out what the dickens is going on. Initially, Blue Fire limits your moveset, and you are quickly introduced to the mechanics at work. You can swing your sword with square, jump with cross, and block attacks with circle. You soon unlock further abilities like ranged fire attacks and a double jump, but not before you've been thoroughly tested. Seriously, prepare to be put through the ringer because Blue Fire pulls no punches. Blue Fire is unashamedly tough. To explore the creepy castle, you need to master each and every move that the game gives you, mixing jumps and wall runs with dashes and double jumps. Mixing up the order in which you pull off these moves gives different results, with some offering distance and others allowing you to reach higher and harder to reach platforms. With that in mind, the controls are really good, and after a few early bumps, I felt that I quickly got a grasp of the basics. Whenever I would die, it was my own fault and not something I could blame on some clunky controls. That isn't to say that Blue Fire is completely without fault. There are a few sticky situations where better camera tracking would have definitely helped. The platforming is so fast paced, it's almost impossible to manage the camera as you bounce and bop your way from one platform to another. A vanilla complaint, sure, but it's an issue nonetheless. Blue Fire encourages exploration, and each area is broken down into a collection of rooms containing a variety of enemies and rewards. Chests lie in seemingly out of reach places, while NPCs wait with side quests that offer some fairly decent rewards that will help you on your way, or at least make things a little easier for a while. Blue Fire builds its narrative slowly, with the story opening up and expanding as you explore and progress further into the castle. It quickly becomes apparent that your job is to banish the shadow that has overrun the grounds, by cleansing the 5 shrines that can be found scattered throughout the castle. Each shrine has a guardian, and they too have succumbed to the shadow, and it's your job to send them packing by defeating them in combat. These battles take place at the end of each shrine, but the path to success is always similar. Stand back, observe the attack patterns while avoiding the attacks, then dash in for a few quick stabby stabs. Rinse, repeat. Defeating each guardian cleanses the shrine and, in turn, the castle. Exploring dungeons, solving simple puzzles, defeating bosses and unlocking abilities that in turn allow you to progress further is a tried and true system, and Blue Fire presents it well with its own spin on abilities, exploration and progression. Having said that, it is clear that the game is inspired by the Legend of Zelda series, and let's be honest, that is not a bad thing. This comparison extends to the Voids, which are self-contained platforming challenges that extend your life upon completion. These feel very much like the shrines in Breath of the Wild. These voids can be found at certain sections throughout the castle, with each one tasking you with finding 30 glowing orbs by overcoming a variety of platforming challenges. I will confess that I turned the air blue playing these sections. They're bloody hard, man. While exploring and getting stuck is often a peril with many 3D platformers, what makes it frustrating in Blue Fire is the way that the game's checkpoint system works. Providing that you have some hearts left, if you die from, say, landing in water or mistiming a jump, you will spawn back to the last safe platform you were on. However, if you get killed and you lose all of your hearts, you spawn back at the last fire shrine you visited. This can be really troublesome, because sometimes that would mean losing a lot of progress, depending on when you were last at a fire shrine. Putting all that aside, Blue Fire does a great job of walking the fine line between frustration and satisfaction. Quickly jumping back in after a death only to go on and beat a particular tricky section always managed to put a smile on my face. But fair warning, there are no hints, tips or hand-holding of any kind. If you get stuck, you're on your own, and the only way to progress is by mastering the many tricks you have up your sleeve. or with Google. Google's always good. And that is the end of this review. Thank you very much for watching. If you found this video useful, do us a favour, go on down below, drop a comment, like, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you don't miss any future videos. The info box has our social media channels, website links, and supporters links where you can support the team if you can. I've been Chris, you've been gorgeous, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, bye bye.